Hi everyone, I'm Dragon with you. So today we are going to see the new mutation. It's called Media Blackout, and I am playing with a random guy, a regime. I really decided to choose this replay because I think he was kind of talented in mutations. That's why I choose this particular replay. So basically there are three mutators. Missile command, remove unseen, and darkness.
And we're back, live in orbit around Viridia Prime. Emperor Valerian's allies have finally arrived, but is it already too late? The plan is for workers to gather xenon crystals to reactivate the stabilizer. Will it work? This reporter can only guess no.
So,
experts say
let's see.
Lava surges occur every few minutes, obliterating anything in the way. That low ground is a dangerous place to be. And it looks like the lava is already rising. Let's watch as the commanders below take refuge upon higher ground.
So, I noticed that against missiles, bunkers work perfectly. So missiles, including nuclear missiles, are invisible. Yeah, they are invisible too. And you need some protection. That's why to counter the first two mutators, I used missile turrets. So remember that both of you will need fast detectors. That's why I build missile turrets instantly. And against missiles, I play bunkers. So the bunkers of Stukov were nerfed because they were too powerful.
It appears the receding lava has unearthed some crystals. With any luck, workers will get them to the stabilizer quickly.
As you can see, we're getting more time with each crystal.
Putting a little more time on what I'm calling the countdown to destruction.
So the trick about bunkers is that, in fact, they can destroy any missile even with the protective drones. That's why they are better than casual dragoons or cannons. They are much better. Even better than missile turrets. So,
this report from
you'll see it soon.
Our seismologist, who says seismic activity is increasing. That means lava, and it's coming soon.
Remember to get out of lava. Unfortunately, I forget sometimes.
The lava is here.
The Urubus know that. So basically the problem is that in casual mission you know where the crystal is located because it's shown on the map, and in these particular mutators, as you can see, there are no crystals observed on the map.
Looks like the lava
you need to guess.
Fully receded. Can the commander's workers make up for the lost time?
So you need to guess every single time, and remember that without detection you will have serious trouble. So now you probably see the main idea of the mission, and we can go faster. So each of us needs detection. My LA got it kind of fast enough, and I need the starport to get the detectors out of my overlords. So basically, infested bunkers provide me with an army and defense against missiles, but missiles are invisible, and the bug, as you can see on the main base, it looks like total destructed by missiles on the minimap, right? But there are no missiles in fact, so it's a bug. Don't worry about that. And as you can see, when the missile goes, the bunker's shots are, there are 6 shots actually, easily deal with the missiles.
Another increase in seismic activity. A lava surge is coming. Will this finally be the big one?
So we settled a defensive perimeter, almost settled, and my mission is defense, mainly. See this? So they're invisible, and the ghosts will be added. Darkness says that when you are somewhere, you were there, yeah? So on the minimap, usually it is shown where you've been. But in this particular mutation, it doesn't show, so you need to just click where you haven't been, remember that fact. Okay, now let's go faster, so I showed you the main things. And destruction both way. So, anti-air defense from every single part of the map, except of the bottom. I use my top panel abilities, and together we need to find the crystals as soon as possible. So you need to like go somewhere where you would find crystal normally, and then you just pick the crystals as soon as possible, while you remember where they are located. And as you can see, they go dark again. So basically, you can see that we are destroying every single part. And yeah, my ally helps with his toxic nests. That's kind of detection anyway. Meanwhile, another attack. As you can see, I have special abilities, and my ally helps using Brutalist here. So remember that all time you need some kind of protection. The drops will be here. Unfortunately, the line of bunkers goes on and on. So I protected my ally too, not only myself. And we'll need detectors plus bunkers. The great defensive line. And when you finish, the missiles will be almost no problems. But actually my army is dying according to the cooldown, so only 1 minute. That's why I was not very effective in this mission as an attacker. But instead I just got some fire on myself, checked where the defenses are and if there are any crystals around. Mostly I fought with my top channel ability, like Apocalypse or something. So now you see the crystal, you know that okay, it's time to go all in here. Remember to get priorities. So more crystals. As soon as you find crystals, remember where they've been and better pick them as soon as possible. As you can see, my ally got some devoyers around, special units versus air. They're very effective against air units since Brood War actually. And on the ground he has triple Brutalist. So he kind of counters everything. Meanwhile, we are getting everything done. Don't forget to get workers back. So after they finish work, you might just check the point. Meanwhile, I got rally point at main. Okay, let's switch to my screen. Oh my. Yeah. One Brutalist was dead, but it's not a terrible loss. That's because this geyser went right through it, so poor creature died. Remember to get workers around. Yeah, remember to get workers around. Okay, let's make it faster again. Sorry for slowing down. So basically you need to go check the map around. This bug will not fix, unfortunately, so you will see like your main base is full of missiles. Well, it's not true. And when you face the entire enemy army, it's preferable to go together. So I used the Alexander to avoid damage, and my main forces went through another board. I mean, like another door, right? So together we clean the area, and you remember so to find crystals. Sometimes they appear in the areas which are already cleared, so it's preferable to clean the entire map and then just pick crystals. Okay, let's make it faster again. Nuclear missile. So remember that nuclear missiles are protected. In this episode I was a bit careless. As you can see, we just didn't have detectors. Fortunately, I understood my mistake and I fixed it. Unfortunately, both of us need to build overseers. If you lose them, you lose the limit, and that's why it's preferable to save them, if possible. Meanwhile, somewhere here there was a nuke missile, but it could not go through because my bunkers are effective against anything. You know, so see, nothing can dodge the shots of my marines. That's why I made such a serious bunker detections all over the map. So it just doesn't work against my bunkers. Yeah. Meanwhile, we are just getting rid of annoying parts of opponent. And unfortunately, not every single time I could save my army. So I know it's temporary kind of, but still. See, so some mistakes were made.
Mutation's done.
And these toxic nests help us to highlight the map. As you noticed, we don't see it, even if we're there.
Now it's up to the worker.
So basically you need... Here comes the nuke. It's protected by the drones, that's why it's kind of harder to avoid. But he doesn't need to worry about that. While we have detection here, it will not go through.
Bring them to the stabilizer soon.
Meanwhile, cleaning the map, you need to just choose the proper position. This bug will not get out, so don't be too scared. Another nuclear bomb, you will see it will be destroyed. See, so it was destroyed immediately because the shots from my infested marines cannot be dodged. That's the reason why I played Stukov this game. The drawback is that my army is too far, so it will die according to the timer, unfortunately. Too far from the barracks, I mean. And we're going on to collect more crystals. Together we can destroy everything. So don't forget to get observers in time.
Looks like the salamander has resurfaced. If the commanders are going to do something, now...
And we'll notice the crystal. So sometimes I just picked the place where the crystal was, just not to forget where to go. We need to care about time.
And the race to reactivate the stabilizer.
It seems our foes intend to attack us now.
Another nuclear missile, easy. And unfortunately, this episode, he didn't have the detection, that's why the brutalists could not help. Fortunately, his main forces were not so far, that's why we just got some time, some extra time, I mean. And he did that, so he protected himself. I was a bit late, I only helped him with my top panel ability. Meanwhile, some kind of a strange attack to me. I easily get rid of it. And the main forces with my Apocalypse are destroying the entire map. So first thing you need to notice when you go inside the area, if there are some crystals to pick. So remember that the main point is just pick crystals. And don't forget observers. So both of us need observers. Take care of them not to lose them during the lava bursts. And my army just walks through the map into new locations. So, for example, I remember that I haven't been here, so I go here or something like that. I tried to find some places with crystals. Anyway. That's why I just scouted the map, noticed that, okay, I wasn't here, made a mistake, lost some units, unfortunately, and lost more units, yeah. I also made some mistakes. The worker was saved. And as you noticed, we both have workers here just to pick crystals faster. As soon as we notice some crystals, we just immediately pick them using our drones or SCVs like these two crystals. Yeah. and my main task was to protect the base and to help if necessary. Unfortunately, here I was late to the party, so he lost the second base, but still this position was used later as a place for drones just to pick crystals faster. So that's why I wrote sorry for base. Sorry for base, I mean, because I was late to protect it, actually. Here he did everything perfectly. As you can see, I've got some limit still. Although I lost a legion of my army according to the timer, so sees the timer ends and they die, unfortunately. That's why Stukov is hard to play with infested. For some reason I decided that they will die anyway. Yeah. And basically we need several workers here to pick crystals faster. So, another legion from me, walking through the map and searching for crystals. So just remember the position where you haven't been. So remember this position because crystals are often here. And I faced the enemy. Unfortunately, my detection was a bit late, but still I used my Apocalypse and I have another pack of units, so we dealt with this. And my ally went to help. So just remember, so if you see some forces around, there will probably be some kind of a crystal near. And I noticed that, okay, we've never been here, that's why we need to kill this all, clean this area, and maybe we'll find some crystals. Has that worked? Yeah, so. See, basically, if you see a place where you can just clean the area, if you see that you have enough time, then just go there and clean everything. Potentially you will find a crystal there soon. My poor infested civilians are dying in lava.
Looks like the
Elite
lava has
Devoyer.
fully receded. Can the commander's workers make up?
So, as you noticed, my ally not only helps with attacks, he helps me also with collecting crystals and does it very effectively. So, I mean, he has workers all around the map and they are ready to pick crystals. It's much faster than if you just get a worker from here to the end of the map and back. It's too long. That's why he picked workers from the central part and just was twice as fast as possible. Meanwhile, I'm just fighting somewhere else and found another crystal. Immediately told about my foundation. So it's important to check the timer and find more crystals all the time. Probably you might lose this mission not to attacks or just nukes. I lost some of my units unfortunately, and I'm still unaware of that.
It looks like that surge is finally over with.
But in fact, I did what I had to do.
The enemy's destroying your forces.
One more crystals. And here basically I see that the last one goes here. I need just to protect the way. Only a little trouble on the way. I wrote you did a great job because I really appreciated what he has done. Proxy workers ready to pick crystals and fast scouting, nice battles. I just had some kind of an army, but anyway, it wasn't as effective as his army. So see, I got 100 limit and he's got 150 limit basically. So, and the quality is better. So we just made handshakes to each other. I really appreciate this play. And as you can see, he's got pretty much drones, many drones, yeah. And handshake them. So, basically, this game is about drones or SCVs. So if you pick crystals in time, if you clean the area in time, everything goes perfectly well. If you forget to pick crystals or can't find more crystals in time, then you are losing just to the timer. That's all about the mutation. I hope maybe I just picked you some ideas. For example, that bunkers are perfect units versus missiles. And just play as a team, don't forget observation. All the time you need a couple of observers. If you lose one of them, another should help you. Okay guys, thanks for watching. See you in my next videos. Good luck to you.